What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Country Cast. Through the recent years in country music, we have seen artists who have taken a stand on their beliefs no matter which side of the fence they fall on. Today, in particular, however, we are going to reflect on the artists that feel as though it is more of a challenge to speak on their beliefs. We have heard before that some artists in the business feel as though it is a bit more difficult for them to be outspoken and express their beliefs, morals, or opinions due to the current climate. Jason Aldean shared these exact sentiments not too long ago in an interview with Odyssey's Rob and Holly. Real quick before we get into it today, here is what Aldean told Rob and Holly at the time. He said, "There's times where I feel like I don't have a choice but to speak up or say something because I feel nobody else in the industry or not a lot of people in our industry do that for fear. I just feel like somebody's got to be that guy, and if it's me, then it's fine. At some point, it's gotten to where if you're a conservative and you're in this business, you're not allowed to speak. Trust me, I have a lot of friends in this business that think the way I think, and a lot of them are really scared to stand up and say anything out of fear of backlash or whatever the case may be." Now, with all of that being said, we're going to get into it. Today, we are going to take a look at when country artists actually did speak out and held nothing back while sharing their beliefs, morals, and opinions against what may or may not be the popular opinion throughout the industry. And yes, Jason Aldean is on our list. We will circle back to him in a moment. But first, we are going to share a moment from Aaron Lewis, an artist that has had much influence not only in country music, but rock as well. Aaron is known for his many speeches, and in just a moment, we will share a speech from Aaron that gained much attention. But I would first like to talk about his song, "Am I the Only One?" "Am I the Only One" is a song that went number one for Aaron on the country Billboard charts after its release and resonated with fans who may have felt as though they could not speak on their beliefs and opinions at the time. At a time where the pandemic had been in play for some time and the United States faced much criticism for the political climate. Aaron, of course, saw backlash as his song touched on controversial topics to some, such as statues being torn down throughout the nation and the nation's flag being burned. And many believe there to be an unknown atmosphere sort of surrounding Aaron after Am I the Only One's release, but his record label came to his defense for Am I the Only One? Scott Borchetta, the founder of Big Machine record label, which Aaron is under, released a statement that read, "Firstly, I believe in the First Amendment. My job has never been to tell my artist what to sing and write about. Aaron Lewis and I have political disagreements, but there are also things we agree on. I think that's the foundation for the idea of our country. It doesn't work if we're so divided that we can't reach across the aisle, have a conversation or an argument, and ultimately shake hands. If we can't do that, and this moment is so divisive, we may never get our country back." And Aaron continues to be outspoken. And again, during his live shows, it is not uncommon for Lewis to share a speech with his audience. Fans almost expect it at this point at his shows. So with that, here is one of Aaron's speeches, like I mentioned earlier, that gained much attention. Take a look.
Me and a couple of friends wrote this song during lockdown. We're going to look back on this time frame in history and wonder how we allowed such ridiculousness to happen in this country, in this world. See, I liked American history in school. I paid close attention in that class. Yeah, but did we all pay attention? Because if we all paid attention in our fucking history classes, we would know that the Democrats are responsible for every fucking scar that exists on this country. Let's go through history, shall we, real quick? Every American Indian massacre, every fucking slave aside from 8 that was ever owned in this fucking country was owned by fucking Democrats. Every segregational law, every racist law, every Jim Crow law, every fucking KKK meeting was done by the goddamn Democrats. Can we please embrace history so we don't fucking repeat it? Please. Go look it up yourself. Please, I'm begging you, do not take my word for it. Get off Google and go look it the fuck up yourself. The Democrats are responsible for every fucking scar that exists on this country. Period. The fucking end. I implore all of you, please, go look it up yourself. I don't want you to believe me. I don't want you to think that just because I have this microphone, what I'm saying is true. I want you to go and look it the fuck up yourself. Find out for yourself. Wake up. That might have been a little much.
And as you heard there, Aaron gave this speech just before he played Am I the Only One on that particular night. In this speech, he hits on Democrats, but Aaron has also spoke out against Republicans and some of their ideology as well. Now, moving on to the second artist that we are going to talk about, Mr. Travis Tritt. Travis has, without a doubt, been very public about his beliefs and opinions throughout the recent years. One move that was made by Travis in particular made headlines when he canceled all of his shows that were taking place at venues which required proof of vaccination, had mask mandates, and required testing to enter the venue. The news at the time was revealed in 2021 after a press release was sent out by his publicist. Travis's statement read, "I'm putting my money where my mouth is and announcing that any venue or promoter mandating masks, requiring vaccinations, or pushing COVID testing protocols on my fans will not be tolerated. Any show I have booked that discriminates against concert goers by requiring proof of vaccination, a COVID test, or a mask is being canceled immediately. Many people are taking a firm stand against these mandates around the country, and I wholeheartedly support that cause. I have been extremely vocal against mandates since the beginning. This is a sacrifice that I'm willing to make to stand up for the freedoms that generations of Americans have enjoyed for their entire lifetimes. There are plenty of promoters and venues around the country that appreciate fans and the freedom of choice in this great country. And those are the promoters and venues that I will be supporting." Tritt continued to stick by his words. Continuing on into 2022, he again posted about his thoughts on open concerts. He posted this photo that you see here to his Twitter account and wrote, "This is what a concert crowd in the free state of Florida looks like. No masks, no tests, and no vaccine mandates. This should be what a concert crowd looks like everywhere." Travis has received much backlash for his public opinion, but also support and continues to share his beliefs. Next up on our list, we're going to move into Jason Aldean. Jason Aldean is similar to Travis and Aaron. Jason has also spoken out publicly on his beliefs and opinions for some time now, and his wife Brittany as well. As you heard in the beginning of this video, we notated what Jason had said about conservatives in this business. But most recently, Jason Aldean separated from his longtime PR firm, The Green Room, shortly after his wife Brittany got into a war of words with Maren Morris and Cassidy Pope, two other fellow country artists to Jason. And it was over her take on children's gender. Brittany posted this video that you see here to her Instagram and wrote, "I'd really like to thank my parents for not changing my gender when I went through my tomboy phase. I love this girly life. Now, after this post, the feud between Marin and Brittany took off, and Jason said few words but made his stance clear when he commented back to his wife's Instagram post, this picture right here. He commented back and said, "My Barbie." Now, Brittany took on the name Barbie after Marin Morris called her Insurrection Barbie while commenting back to Brittany's initial post on her Instagram about the tomboy comment. But again, after this took place, Jason and the Green Room PR separated from one another. The Green Room put out a statement regarding their separation where they said, "Music has always been and remains the Green Room's core focus. So we had to make the difficult decision after 17 years to step away from representing Jason. We aren't the best people for the gig anymore, but will always be big fans of his music. He is one of the greatest live entertainers in country music." So again, after 17 years together, they have separated, but the Green Room clearly shows their support for Jason as he is one of the biggest artists in the business right now. Now, again, this is not the first time the Aldeans have expressed their opinions and received heat for it. In 2021, Jason Aldean also stood his ground and posted this post that you see here, where he highlights when the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, mandated COVID vaccine to attend schools with no testing alternative at the time. This was a hot topic when Jason posted about this. It was all throughout the nation when parents were advocating for their kids to either not have the vaccine or to have it. Along with this photo, Jason wrote, "So let me get this straight. It is no longer our decision as parents or free Americans to make decisions about our kids. Gavin Newsom makes those decisions for us now. You got to be kidding me. People in California should be outraged, and people everywhere else better start standing up and speaking out now. This is not how America and being free works." On top of speaking freely on their beliefs, the Aldeans have also shared on multiple occasions that they are not fans of the current president, Joe Biden, and support Donald Trump. Now, moving into our last artist that we are going to cover here is John Rich, one half of the country duo Big and Rich. John Rich, as y'all already know, has his own show on Fox News and is very active as a political commentator as well as a musician still. John, like the others we have talked about today, Aaron, Jason, and Travis Tritt, has been extremely open with his beliefs and has seen his fair share of backlash as well, and also support for his stances. Most recently, John Rich released a new song titled Progress. Now, with this song, Rich sings about many topics that he believes have impacted this country, such as his opinion on how he believes the nation has replaced religion with government, Joe Biden, COVID-19 response methods, etc. The opening verse to the song reads, "There is a hole in this country where its heart used to be," which makes a pretty bold statement very early on. And as the chorus opens up, Rich sings, "Stick your progress where the sun don't shine." And like Jason Aldean, John Rich has also spoke about how artists in the industry are afraid to come forward with their beliefs. We're going to wrap it up here with a tweet that Rich posted in early 2021, which circles back to what Jason said that I mentioned earlier in the beginning of this video. John Rich's tweet reads, "The list of country artists calling me is growing by the day who are saying they're being muzzled by the industry when it comes to them expressing their frustration and anger about the targeting of conservatives and suppression of free speech by the powers that be." So, guys, this will conclude our video today here at CountryCast. We would love to know your thoughts on all of this down below in the comments. Let us know if you agree with these artists or if you don't. So again, let us know down in the comments below. But that'll be it for today's video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well. Turn those notifications on so you never miss out on any breaking updates surrounding your favorite country artist and all the news coming right out of Music City. Y'all stay country.